Hey guys, it's Josh from Modern Muscle Garage. What I want to talk to you about today is the Holley Sniper. I was on Facebook earlier today on the First Gen Camaro page, and a gentleman had installed it on his car. He installed the Sniper, the MSD distributor, ignition, coil, everything that's supposed to work together. I'm unsure on the fuel system he used. I mean, obviously you got to use electric pump for fuel injection. But he was maintaining 60 psi fuel pressure, so that wasn't the issue. Anyway, his car would run for a certain number of minutes, and then it would start stumbling and die, and it was consistent. I ran into this on a Holley Sniper unit that I put on a 66 Nova. It was actually the same Nova that I LS swapped later on. My customer did not have the funds at the time to do a full LS swap, so he wanted to just do fuel injection. So that's what we did. Anyway, he bought everything from Holley. He bought the fuel tank, the intake pump, the whole 9 yards. So what happened with his car? I got it put together, got everything running. I drove the car ran good, did everything it was supposed to do. Well, he comes and picks it up, and he calls me back a couple of days later and says, hey, man, this car, it just died. It won't restart. So I said, okay, bring it back to the shop. We'll see what's going on. And that's what started the fiasco. This car would idle between 25 and 27 minutes from cold, and you could almost set your watch to it. So I do data logs, email them to Holley. They tell me, take the Sniper unit off, mail it back to them, and they're going to mail me another fuel pump. So, okay, well, he actually got a bigger fuel pump out of the deal. And so maybe that's heating up and dropping fuel pressure and blah, blah. Because you couldn't save this thing. If you were sitting in it when it started stumbling, you could, try to save it with throttle. It just wouldn't respond to anything. So they did that. No change. When I got the Sniper back, they claim it was good. Put it back on the car. Does the same thing with a new fuel pump. So then we move on to the coil, and then the CD box, and then the distributor. And through all these parts, it was, 12 hours on the phone between all this time, and probably a month worth of waiting on parts to get to me. Then I have another vehicle in the shop getting an LS swap that had a Sniper. So I called my customer and said, hey, can I please borrow this for an hour? He said, yeah, no problem. He didn't care. And he even told me, he said, if it fixes the car, just leave it and then just get me another one. So that's what we did. I put his on the car, and sure enough, it fixed it immediately. And I get him back on the phone with Holley. And like I said, I'd been on the phone with Holley probably 12 hours total throughout this whole ordeal. Maybe more than that. And this was the only time that I got kind of upset with Holley. Their tech guy, he said, since you're having all this trouble, we're going to go ahead and replace the Sniper. Since I'm having this, it's like they're doing me a favor. When I'm trying to get their part warranted because it's bad, they just did not want to accept that part was bad for whatever reason. And I know they didn't duplicate the conditions that the car was happening. They put it on an engine in an air-conditioned room, and they ran it, and it ran fine. And it would. If you put a fan on it, or if you were driving the car down the road and had air blowing through the engine bay, it would absolutely stay running for as long as you'd want. But if you got stopped in traffic for more than a couple of minutes, that car was going to die. It wasn't going to change. It wasn't going to restart. So, it's going to leave my customer on the side of the road if we don't get something done. But anyway, they did wind up mailing me another unit, and the other unit was good, and we went on about our day. Like I said, I've since LS swapped the car. Somebody decided they wanted that 350, and it's what my customer wanted to do anyway, so we went ahead and did it later on. I actually finished that car about a month ago. It's got about 350 miles on it now, so we're still in the working out the bugs phase. We pretty much got everything done. It needs a little touch up on the tune, but other than that, we're good to go. Anyway, I've installed a couple of Snipers on a couple of different vehicles. A big block Chevelle Had no issues with it. Installed one on a 46 Chevrolet pickup. No issues on those. Those are the two that I can think of right off the top of my head. But anyway, if you're having this issue or an issue similar, stay with Holley. I mean, if it doesn't, don't give up just because it's a long time on the phone. I mean, they will help you. And don't take what I said as a bad thing with Holley Sniper. Just because they upset me a little bit, they've far made up for it on other calls. That just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. It sucks to sit on the phone on hold for an hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah, I've even sat on the phone up to 3 hours before, waiting on them on hold. But once they get on the phone with you, they take the time to answer your questions, to try to resolve your issue before they let you go. They don't push you to get off the phone to get to the next call. And I enjoy that. I mean, these guys, they will stick with you 100% until something is resolved or on its way to being resolved. That's why you're sitting on hold, because somebody else like me is on the phone with them, trying to get a problem worked out. So just be patient with them. They're doing the best they can. And Holley does make good parts. Like I said, this video is not to bash Holley in any way. I use Holley on probably 90% of the vehicles I build. I use Holley Terminator or Holley Sniper or, something like that. So, not taking anything away from them. But if you do have that issue, stay on them. They will eventually replace it, and they do not want to replace that Sniper for some reason. I don't know if they're having a part shortage on building them or what the reasoning behind it is, but they just don't. If anybody out there needs anything, comment in the comment section. Find me on Facebook or Instagram, Modern Muscle Garage. Send me a private message. If you need to talk on the phone, send me a message. I'll send you my phone number. We'll get on the phone. We'll try to figure out whatever the issue you have is. I've never claimed to know everything, and I'm far from knowing everything. But I'll do my best to either help you with what I do know or help you find the information or somebody that can help you. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. I've got another video coming up. I'm fixing to go look at a 72 Camaro within the next couple of days, and I will do a little vlogging then. I know my first vlog wasn't that great, but I'll do a little vlogging on that car, and then hopefully we'll have a part 2 to my project car search. Hopefully it'll be the last part of the search anyway, and then we'll start doing some video of the build. But anyway, if you like this video, man, like and subscribe. See y'all later.